They're saying the quiet part out loud on Wall Street again. AI doesn't go on strike. It doesn't ask for a pay raise. That is what CEO Elijah Clark said, who advises other bosses on how to use AI at their companies. So if you ever thought bosses didn't treat workers with basic decency and respect, it might be because they resented their humanity itself. AI is making that even more real. And Clark also said he's excited about AI and has laid employees off because of it. This is a part of a much larger trend. The Wall Street Journal reported that bosses are bragging to investors that they're using more AI and getting rid of staff. Here's what some of them said. Wells Fargo CEO Charles Snarf told investors on the bank's quarterly earnings call that its headcount, so how many employees they have, had fallen every quarter for the past 5 years by a total of 23%. And attrition is our friend. The Union Pacific Rail Operator Company said labor productivity had reached a quarterly high as staff shrank by 3%. And they just made an $85 billion deal to buy Norfolk Southern, which is the rail company responsible for the East Palestine train derailment, which workers say was caused in large part by understaffing. So this is even happening in Sweden, which is like the country I use for examples of better economic and labor policy, but the Swedish company Loomis, a cash handling company, is reportedly managing to grow while reducing the numbers of employees. Laying off workers used to mean a company isn't doing well. Instead, they're framing getting rid of staff as accomplishments now. Bank of America, Microsoft, Verizon, Intel, and other major companies are replacing workers with AI technologies and digitizing processes. I remember when we were told huge companies in the United States have huge profits and get tax breaks because they're job creators. So it seems like this was about making as much money as possible all along. And if that means having less workers, they're totally fine with that. This may cut costs now, but it could hurt businesses in the long run. People don't like talking to a clanker or a robot-operated customer service line. And if all these CEOs lay off so many workers in favor of AI, won't people in the economy have less money to buy whatever they're selling?